What's up guys, this is Nathan and I'm Reviewer Guy, and I'm here to review the new Hell Yeah album, Welcome Home. This is the 6th album from the metal supergroup. I'll be honest, Hell Yeah is one of the most difficult bands for me to say whether or not I actually like them. They have so much material that I dislike or even hate, but when they put out something that I like, I usually end up really liking it. I was originally only going to review this album because I thought it was going to be their last after the unfortunate passing of drummer Vinnie Paul last year. However, Hell Yeah have made it clear that they're not done yet, as they recruited Stone Sour drummer Roy Mayorga to fill in as their touring drummer. However, Welcome Home features mostly drum tracks that were already recorded with Vinnie. This album opens with so much power, anger, and aggression on 333. This is actually a fairly strong track to open the album with. You can hear the angst in Chad Gray's voice, but it sounds like it's from actual pain instead of just whining. Oh My God follows up with aggression too, but this is more akin to recent Five Finger Death Punch levels of angst. I'm not a fan of the lyrics on this track at all, or the inconsistent pacing of it. Welcome Home, on the other hand, is another song that feels like it's coming from the right place. I really like the line, "Why is my feeling of loss like a welcome home?" I think that really tells the story of what Hell Yeah have been going through. It's not the most exciting track, but it's decent enough for what it is. I'm the One just feels like a generic filler track to me, and Chad Gray sounds like he has a real bad stuttering problem on this one. Then we get into Black Flag Army, which is a passable track. It has a decent aggressive sound to it, both in the instrumentation and the vocal delivery, but nothing really stands out to me as memorable. The same could be said more so for At Wick's End. This is the most boring song on the album. It's not interesting at all, and it just feels like it drags on forever. Then we move on to Perfect, which is one of the most incoherent songs I've heard in recent memory. The verses contain such lyrics as "You're perfect as an apple with a worm and a bruise," and then the chorus contains lyrics such as "Live to fight another day, so I'll meet you at the gallows so I can watch you swing." I have no idea what Chad's even singing about. This whole song's just a mess from beginning to end. Live to fight another day, so I'll meet you at the gallows so I can watch you swing. Bury You is another generic filler track, but it's one of the more annoying ones on this album in my opinion. With lyrics like "Live it like you own it, you gotta drive it like you stole it," this is another song that just makes absolutely no sense to me. Then we get into Boy, which is one of the worst songs I've heard this year. This song is like a horrible amalgamation of Korn, Kid Rock, and Limp Bizkit. You only have to hear this clip to know what I mean. Sky and Water is an interesting change of pace. This is a much more calm and somber tune with a southern rock and maybe even a little bit of a country vibe to it. While his voice does have that nasal delivery, I think Chad sounds fine here. This is one of the high points on the album for sure. Where the sky meets the water, I see you where the sky meets the water. The final track, Irreplaceable, is just 35 seconds of silence followed by a snippet of Vinnie Paul that sounds like he's at a club or a party. And I get this sentiment, but this just doesn't feel like it belongs here. It doesn't feel touching, and it doesn't feel like it carries any weight. I like the sentiment on this record, and you can tell the guys were distraught about the loss of Vinnie Paul, and understandably so, but there's just so much bad music on here that in my opinion, it doesn't do the sentiment much justice. There's a lot of fluff on this album, and even the songs that are decent or slightly good don't offer much to return to. Vinnie Paul, you will be missed. And if this album was really meant to be a tribute to you, I'm sorry it had to be this bad. Overall, I give Welcome Home a 3 out of 10. I'm not trying to downplay the band's efforts. I imagine they were extremely distraught by this tragic event, but maybe this album is a sign that they should at the very least take a break. Just some food for thought. Thank you guys for watching the review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think about this album. You can follow me in my social media links in the description, and check out some more videos and the gimmick on screen. I'll see you all next time.
I see you.